Hey, I'm Craig from Steppin Physical Therapy, and you're probably watching this video because you have something called plantar fasciitis. What that means is you have a ligament in the bottom of your foot, connects from the bottom of your toes to your heel. And plantar fasciitis is often a overuse and repetitive use injury, meaning that you're getting repetitive stresses on that ligament, and over time you just develop inflammation. The longer that goes, it's not an itis, which is characterized by inflammation, it's actually an osis, so plantar fasciosis. And the osis part is just a fancy word for the tissues are trying to heal, but they're healing incorrectly. And the tissues actually start to thicken and become weaker. So you often develop something like sharp pains in your heel, a stabbing hot knife, people refer to it as. You can also get it in the arch as well. We're gonna show you some exercises to combat this. The first thing I'm gonna show you is actually a form of massage. What we wanna do is use a golf ball at home, and we're gonna apply this to the bottom of our foot. It's gonna help get blood flow to the area and get some of those tight muscles to release. So once you have your golf ball, you're gonna take your shoe off and then place it where your heel is, where the arch begins. So a lot of times that plantar fasciitis, what it's gonna do, it's gonna feel painful right here where it connects. So we're gonna push this ball in that area. What you're doing is you're using your leg and you're pushing down into the ball to apply pressure. You want deep, uncomfortable pressure. It's not a bad thing. It's gonna help release some of those tight muscles. And what I'll slowly do is massage my foot by rolling my foot back and forth, just a little bit at a time as I'm applying that pressure into the ball. What I would do is start at your heel, like I'm doing here, find those tender spots, maybe hold on that for 10 to 30 seconds, and then start rolling. And you're gonna roll the whole width of your arch, or length of your arch, I should say. The next thing we're gonna go over is a stretch. You wanna have your feet one foot in front of the other. That back foot is the one we're stretching, so this is the painful foot. Have that heel flat in the ground and keep your knee straight. Then with the other leg, we're gonna lean forward until you feel a deep stretch. You should feel this in the back of your calf, maybe a little bit in the foot. To intensify it, you're gonna put a towel underneath your foot and do the same thing. The last exercise we're gonna go over is another stretch. You're gonna have your feet apart. Again, keep the heel flat in the ground like I'm doing here, but then you're gonna bend the knee. You're gonna feel this a little bit more in the back of the calf, and a different muscle than you did the last exercise. And hold that for 30 seconds. So we just went over some exercises and things you can do to help with your plantar fasciitis. We went over the golf ball massage in the bottom of your foot. I would do that for at least 5-10 minutes. Then with the stretches, I would hold each stretch for 30 seconds and do 2 to 3 of those at a time. And then I would do that whole routine 2 or 3 times a day. Give it a good week. If your symptoms don't lower or your pain gets worse for some reason, you may want to give a physical therapist a call.